Hello and welcome to our final day in China and the World Climbing Club. Now behind me the athletes are warming up for the lead finals, but before we show you that we're going to take a look back. Maya Stasiuk did incredibly well in her first ever World Cup, making semi-finals, so we thought we'd find out a little bit more about her.
My name is Maya Stasiuk. I'm 17 years old and I compete for Australia. I was originally a lead climber when I was about 4, but I prefer bouldering. I started climbing when I was 4 years old. I climbed a lot of buildings and trees, and I'd climb as high as 10 meters. So my parents thought putting me in a harness was the next step. And I started competing when I was 5. I podiumed at nationals when I was 6 or 7, I think, and I started winning nationals when I was maybe 9. And I've loved it so much, and I've been competing at a lot of domestic comps up until I was about 14, 15, and that's when I could start doing open events, and then I won open nationals in my first year of open climbing, and then I started my first World Cup season in 2023. My emotions coming into this comp were, I was very excited. I was also very nervous. I wasn't sure how this season would go because I haven't really had a proper year of pre-season training before, and this was my first one and it felt amazing. And I found that sometimes when I lower my expectations I perform a little bit better, so I decided to do that for a change, and I just enjoyed myself so thoroughly and every boulder was absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe that I made semi-finals. It was a huge surprise to me, and oh my gosh, I enjoyed it so much. I had so much fun. The boulders were, I can't find anything like that elsewhere. I know we do a lot of comp sims in Australia, but it can't quite replicate what you get at a World Cup. So I'm actually in my final year of school, so I may not be doing as many World Cups as I'd hope. I did Kachao, I'm about to do Wujiang next week. Sadly not doing Bali, unfortunately, but my hope is that I can do World Champs and Youth World Championships, but apart from that, I'm not sure how many World Cups I can do this year.
Unfortunately, she didn't make the finals here in Wujiang, but I'm sure we'll see more of her in the future. Right, before we show you those lead results, let's have a look at the lead rules. Lead climbing is easy to understand. The aim for the athletes is to climb from the bottom to the top of the wall without falling. They get one chance on each route to do this. The wall is around 15 meters high and the athletes climb with a rope. The rope is tied to the climber, and that rope goes through a belay device handled by a belayer. Their job is to give the climbers slack as they ascend and catch them if they fall. As the athlete climbs, they must clip the rope into quick draws that are attached to the wall at regular intervals. The athlete must clip every quick draw on the route in sequence. Each hold has a numerical score attributed to it. The higher they climb, the higher the score. There is also a plus given for using each hold. Using is defined by moving their centre of mass and hands towards the direction of the next hold. This is decided by the judges. The best score, a top, is given if the climber clips the last quick draw on the wall. Usually this is reached from the final hold. Finals time here in Wujiang, and behind me are the men and the women's routes. So let me tell you a little bit about them. Both are endurance based. The women's especially resistance all the way. There's a section that looks like a crack. It's not a crack, it's a blocker, but after that there could be a no feet part that, according to the setters, might be spectacular. And then grinding all the way to the top of that route. For the men it's harder to read and there's more technical sections, especially with the ghost holds in the sort of lower quarter of the route. You've got to wrestle their way through them, and then more wrestling near the angle change onto the headwall, giant purple sloper up there, and I think that's going to be a real stopping point, and then some razor crimps and boulder problems at the top. Now the setters are looking for some more separation here because there were lots of draws in qualifying and in semis. We don't want it to come down to time, we'd like it to come down to who falls off where, so I think we might see some pretty difficult sections and some hard climbing from the athletes. Will they fall off? Will they be separated? You're about to find out. It was a finals to remember. Sometimes controversial, but certainly unique. Let's start with the women. In 8th was Germany's Anna-Maria Appel. She was climbing in her first final in only her second lead World Cup. She hesitated a bit too long in the middle sequence and fell on 21. Next was Helene Janicot. She figured out a match move on the sequence that Anna fell on that no one else could do. She climbed into the headwall for 33+. 6th was Yu Tongjiang's. She did a wonderful beta break down low, a move the setters thought was impossible. She climbed away to the same hold as Helene. Next was Australia's Oceana Mackenzie. She's a very good boulderer and sent the jump move quickly. Perhaps she burnt out a little on the head wall, but still, good endurance from her. 4th went to Laura Rogera. The Italian climber tried to go feet first on the jump and wasted a bit of time on that move. From then on, it was a fight, and wow, she fought hard for 4th. Annie Sanders was out last. She needed to climb fast due to multiple draws in previous rounds. She's been working on her pace this year, and she was quick, but she fell lower than our last two. We saw a unique situation, as both Cheon-So and Erin McNeice shared a gold medal. Due to draws in qualis and in semis, if both of them reached the same hold, the gold would come down to time.
To the swing, zero hesitation from her, cruising.
Good job by her.
Resting from here on, really, it's just go, 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 because she brings the feet through. Steep part of the wall and slopers to come.
Oh, she doesn't look tired at all. Now she's starting to fight a little bit.
Yeah, here we go, up to the sloper then. Looks left, hits the sloper, she is pumped now, but this is where Erin fell. And she falls too, and it is going to be, time is on our clock right now.
They reached the same hold, and at the same time. Unbelievable. Now I've seen it all. They shared gold, Annie with bronze. The men's route really turned up the heat on the head wall. Yannick Floé was out first, and he finished in 8th. He climbed fast down low through the pockets, but slipped on a high purple sloper. Philip Schenk was 7th, same score as Yannick. He's struggling with a finger injury right now, and perhaps that affected him. Chinese athlete Yufei Pan was cheered to 5th by his home crowd. He was occasionally wild down low, but managed to match the purple sloper up high, wrapping both arms around it in a hug. Satomi Yoshida was looking good until the down climb after the purple sloper, where he made a bit of an error and mixed up his hands. So top 3. Alberto Hines Lopez is back. The Spanish Tokyo Olympic champion now recovered from a toe injury. His drop down from the purple sloper was perfect, and he got to a tension hold move created by 2 volumes and fell at 39+. There was controversy for Japanese athlete Neo Suzuki. On his first climb, there was a mistake by the belayer, who was judged to have caught his slip on the down climb, not giving enough slack. He had to climb again. It was amazing that he kept it together, displaying amazing endurance on his second run. Yes, he knew the moves, but he climbed the route twice. The crowd cheered him to silver.
All right, Serato out onto the side pull, comes over, pressing. This looks good from Serato at the moment. He's on 40, he's a plus away. That's the plus, so that will be the gold medal for Serato and Raku.
Yeah. Now let's hope we get to see a top. He does it.
Oh, crosses through.
Nice.
This is good work from Serato. He's a move away and a jump and a kick to the right.
Yeah, I think we might see a top here.
Easy from Serato there as he reaches up and clips the top draw. Fantastic work from him with a minute 18 on the clock as well.
Oh, and he seems to be really emotional.
Gold went to Serato and Raku, the only climber to top a route. Honestly, it was flawless. Every sequence perfect. Double gold for him after that gold in Boulder in Kaichou. So that's it for China. Next, we move to the beaches of Bali for another lead and speed World Cup.